Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear a warning.
Structure is not my strong suit, so we're gonna be specific in this video. We're gonna be talking about toxicity and, well, how could it really be dealt with? If you sense a little bit of a laugh in my tone, it's because I always get really excited when I see developers talking about getting rid of toxicity. I mean, man, it is so great that developers are going to be going to people's houses and sitting them down and educating them about the errors of their ways and showing them how words can hurt people and how making the online gaming sphere better for everyone should be our top priority when we turn on our consoles and computers. Oh, that's not what they're doing? Well, damn it. Okay, well, short of doing that and really getting people to get face-to-face with the people that they're being assholes to, I honestly don't know how you're supposed to fix toxicity. Ubisoft, Blizzard, they're the big ones. One thing I have to give Call of Duty and Battlefield is they've never made giant blog dev posts talking about how they're going to remove toxicity. Just put a mute button, a block button, and a report button on characters' player cards. So when you select it, you can do all of those things. You can send a message specifically to Activision support, or to Xbox, or to PlayStation, or whatever. And then of course penalize people by kicking them out of games for team killing in hardcore, or if they've been reported a certain number of times, maybe give them a little slap on the wrist and say, hey, you're not allowed to play multiplayer for a while, you're being a douche. Now, a lot of people see things that get in the way of toxic players as being liberal or, you know, pussy, you know, or I don't know what people say. But really, it's not anything to do with liberal ideologies or leftist views or anything along those lines. It really isn't. I think we can forget that being a dick and being an asshole and being offensive and being a downer to be around is still a thing, even in a world where everybody seems overly sensitive. And the thing is, everybody is overly sensitive, whether you're getting triggered or you're triggered by people getting triggered or, I don't know, anything. I don't see any real break from outrage. In fact, I got called a leftist because I didn't think it was okay for you to be able to switch through all the weapons in Ghost Recon Wildlands on a whim. Yeah, I thought that was a dumb game mechanic, so I got called a leftist. It's really, there's just no end to the outrage. It's just fun, I guess, to people. So please do not litter my comments with the only people that are upset about this is liberals, or it's these fucking fascists that are doing this. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Let's talk about it the way it is. Some people are assholes, some people not so much. I don't consider somebody that's just being a little bit of a douchebag to be toxic. I do consider somebody targeting me with their douchebaggery constantly as being toxic. Hopping in front of my bullets so that I have to team kill them, or, I don't know, sending me a string of rude messages with no swear words in them, and then the moment I swear at them, I get a 2-day ban on Xbox Live. Yeah, that happened to me. The thing is algorithms really can't account for humans, and online games are about human interactions. So the thing is, how do I say this? Humans are unpredictable, you know? I don't know if you've ever met one, but they're unpredictable. There's usually a context to the reasons they do things. I know perfectly nice people that have bad days and fly off the handle. I've never met a perfect person. I've never met someone that isn't overly sensitive to something. In fact, I had this really tough friend that considered himself to be the baddest asshole in the world, but all he could do is dish it out. If you took it a little bit, he wondered why you were being a dick, and he would do the adult male equivalent of crying in a corner, and that was ignoring all of his friends, going on Netflix, eating copious amounts of food, getting high, and just being an overall fat piece of shit. Don't be a self-proclaimed asshole if you can't take it as much as you give it. But either way, us as people really are creatures of context. We say things and do things based on usually how our day went or how we're being treated by the people we're hanging out with. For instance, I'm a naturally fun-loving, enjoyable person to be around until people want me to be. Until I am told to be fun-loving and enjoyable, until I am told that I need to lighten up, that is the quickest way to piss me off. I lighten up when I lighten up, not when you tell me to. Okay, if I feel obligated to have a good time, that's just a fucking chore. And I do say offensive things quite often. I say the F word, I say the other F word, I say the N word and the R word and all the R words. I have no problem saying naughty words because they're usually not from a context of hate or I don't know, what's the word? I'm usually not promoting the thing I'm saying as being good. Good people can say naughty words. There's a life lesson that will last you the rest of your life. So how can an algorithm listen to voice or text chat and really pinpoint who needs to be put in the timeout corner? Because sometimes people do. I don't care if you're a red-blooded, tough as nails, conservative, I'm gonna wipe those libtard tears off your face with my dick if I have to kind of guy. Yeah, being an asshole's still a thing, even if it's not bothering you. I've practically lived on the internet for the last 40 years, and yeah, I mean, I kind of just let it roll off my back. Now, I'm not gonna say people don't bother me. It would be wrong of us to say that we can't be bothered. We all have our pressure points, we all have our buttons to be pushed. Sometimes we have a button that's very sensitive that people could press all day and it wouldn't matter. Then you could have a bad day or a bad week or something could happen, someone presses that button and you fucking explode. Again, we're creatures of context. So another question we have to ask here before the end of the video is, well, is a toxic person's money worth less? Because if they buy a game and they go into it and they're brooding and they're asshole-ish and they call you names when you mess up and they message you telling you you suck, does that mean they should get a ban on the game they paid for? You want to get a really good idea of software getting everything wrong. My friend walked in front of me when playing Rainbow and I killed him. That sucked. He was forgiving. We were both kind of upset because I knew it counted as a team kill for me and he was out for the round. And then the next match, it happened again. And then the next, I should say round, it happened again. And guess who got a 30-minute ban? Yep. Just for being unlucky, I couldn't play the game that I had purchased on a service I purchased with my friends that I made time to hang out with for 30 minutes. I had to take 30 minutes out of it because of unlucky bullshit.
No, Viking. Don't be dumb.
To the left, Ian. Oh, not to the left, damn.
Damn, Jackie! I can't control the weather!
Oh shit.
Fuck! Oh god!
I was gonna spot him too, but I was watching the Why is Shrek the Third the Worst Shrek? Sorry.
He's so quiet! Why is Glass so quiet?
That's why games need to have a forgive button so that if you accidentally team kill and you say sorry and the person knows you weren't being a toxic dick, you know, you can, of course, you know, forgive them. And then if someone keeps doing things and isn't being forgiven and they keep getting reported and everything, just start docking them in-game currency. Just start docking them, you know, 10-minute, 20-minute, 30-minute ban, and okay, day ban, you know, and go up from there. Permaban is, I think, where I have a problem. When you have algorithms that are looking for uses of words constantly, and not really being able to pay attention to the full context of conversations, I think for every one absolute piece of shit that you get banned, you're gonna also accidentally ban and get people temporarily banned for no reason, or for dumb reasons. A toxic person is a toxic person. You can't just remove them from your game. You can penalize them, you can really dock them for being assholes, but at the end of the day, you cannot have online multiplayer interactions and have it be civil and nice all the time. You just can't. That's not even an ideal, that's just dumb. People hop online to the services they pay for to enjoy time with friends and blow off steam. If we ever get to the point where in-game chat, like voice chat, is being monitored and party chat on Xbox or PlayStation starts getting, you know, surveillanced, all you'll be seeing is companies desperately trying to make everybody happy, even if that means ignoring the root of the problem, and that is that we're all people, we're all imperfect, and yeah, we might have a bad day, we might do a bad thing, but we're not really hurting anybody, we're not really killing anybody, we're not really going out of our house to cause problems. So what I'm saying is, algorithms will not be able to read context. Algorithms don't care about who you are as a person. And again, I know they want to make gamers happy, and a big complaint with games is toxicity, because yeah, nobody wants to go into a game and get called out for their race, or how they sound, or just being targeted for being bad. I don't want that to happen. That shouldn't happen. That's not good. But to all game developers out there, make sure the things you implement to stop toxicity help gamers and don't control gamers. That's all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching, and who am I kidding? You guys are going to be leaving all sorts of political and societal jargon down there. You're going to be talking about how this is Hillary Clinton's fault before I know it. Well, good on you. Let's just make everything about a big, vague monster that we can't defeat. Let's do that. Let's make everything about a societal problem or a political issue or an ideological issue so we never have to deal with it because it's just so big and all we can do is complain because that's what you're doing. See you when I see you, fuckers. Goodbye. And see, I said fuck, which is a bad word, and I implied all of you guys are fuckers, which is not nice, but it's in the context of loving. You guys are my friends. That's why I called you that. YouTube, don't demonetize the video because of a word I said. I meant it as a good thing. YouTube, you my fuckers too. Feels good to get that off my chest. Goodbye.
We got